Good morning. I am very happy and deeply moved to welcome you this morning. And I want to thank all of you who have traveled from Ouagadougou to support us, to honor us, and to stand with us in this event, which is not necessarily a happy one, but a challenging one. And I believe you have all done your part to make it a success. This gathering that has been organized is only a small part of what we hope to see in Africa. Only the awakening of consciousness through education will allow us to support our revolutions and change the face of Africa. It all starts with that. And I thank you from the bottom of my heart for taking your time and your energy to share knowledge, to engage with your brothers from Burkina Faso, and indeed from all of Africa. Because today you are followed across digital platforms which have successfully broken down barriers. They have managed to diminish the voices of the imperialists who, before these platforms, were the only ones able to spread their message through their radio and television networks. So a huge thank you to all of you for being here. Thank you for this message, and thank you for the encouragement you've come to give us. And I thank you 1,000 times, 1,000 times, and 1,000 times again. Thank you, truly. I believe that today everyone must understand that in the world order, as you so rightly said, there are only two sides. And everyone must choose a side. Those who claim to be neutral either have understood absolutely nothing, or perhaps their brains have been removed. We must say it clearly. Neutrality is not possible. There are the oppressors and there are the oppressed. And as a revolutionary loves all people. The proof is that many have come from other continents to support us, to help us in this fight. Because any person who aspires, all peoples who aspire to this freedom.
Today, a new voice echoes across the African continent. Strong, fearless, and deeply rooted in the legacy of our ancestors. From the heart of Burkina Faso, President Captain Ibrahim Traore is not just leading a government. He is leading a revolution. In this video, we explore his powerful address to Pan-Africanists from 27 countries, and why his message is a wake-up call for every African soul. This is more than a speech. This is a call to arms, for the mind, for the spirit, and for the future of Africa. On a Friday morning, in the capital city of Ouagadougou, something extraordinary happened. At the Kosyam Palace, over 24 Pan-African leaders, thinkers, and revolutionaries gathered. They came from all corners of the continent and the diaspora, united by one goal, to awaken Africa. Burkina Faso's leader, Captain Ibrahim Traore, stood before them not just as a president, but as a comrade in the struggle, a soldier for African liberation, a voice for the people. He thanked them for coming, not just to exchange ideas, but to lay the foundation for a revolution that could outlast all of us. And then he spoke words that shook the very soul of the room. In the struggle we are engaged in, he said, there are only two camps, the oppressors and the oppressed. Too many Africans today claim to be neutral, politically disengaged, spiritually disconnected, culturally disarmed. But President Traoré reminded us that neutrality in the face of injustice is not innocence. It is complicity. Neutrality does not exist, and he said, those who claim to be neutral have either forgotten to turn on their brains, or they are working for the enemy. This is the mental war he speaks of, a war against confusion, against apathy, against forgetting. The enemy never sleeps. The systems of oppression are active 24/7, and they use every tool available: media, economics, education, religion, and false narratives to poison our people with lies. The mind must be armed, not with bullets, but with truth, awareness, and unshakable pride in who we are. What is the most important weapon in the struggle for African freedom? It's not the military, it's not even the economy. It is the conscious African mind. Captain Traoré made this clear. The key to emancipation is awakening African consciousness, especially among the youth. Our young people must know their history, not just the suffering, but the greatness. The empires, the scholars, the warriors, the builders. They must understand where we are going. A united, sovereign, self-sufficient Africa. And they must be educated in geopolitics, the hidden chessboard of global power, where Africa has too often been the pawn. Education must be revolutionary. It must teach purpose, power, and pride. Not just how to pass exams, but how to resist, to build, to think. Traoré calls on us to become educators of the new Africa. Whether through schools, speeches, YouTube videos, or everyday conversations, we must awaken minds. Traoré recalled a powerful moment with Venezuelan President Nicolás Maduro. When they met, Maduro congratulated him, not for economic growth or diplomacy, but for something deeper, for speaking directly to the people. He told Traoré that Hugo Chávez once addressed the Venezuelan people every single day, and when asked why, Chávez said, "Because the enemy never misses an opportunity to poison them." This is the kind of leadership Africa needs. Daily doses of truth, medicine for the poisoned minds, antidotes to colonial programming. Our leaders must be teachers. Our educators must be Africa. Our influencers must be Africa. This is how we win. One of the most inspiring parts of Traoré's message wasn't about geopolitics or history, but about a young woman and her dream. She had wanted to start a factory to produce medical cotton in Burkina Faso. People called her crazy. Her project was shut down. Her machines were taken. But Traoré's government supported her, and now her factory has been inaugurated. This is the revolution in action. Not just speeches, but empowerment. Not just ideas, but infrastructure. Every time we support African innovation, we weaken our dependence. Every time we empower local industry, we take a step toward sovereignty. The true revolution starts at home, with our farmers, our inventors, our builders, and our dreamers. Captain Traoré also announced the revival of something sacred, the Institute of Black Peoples. Originally created by Thomas Sankara, it was meant to be a space of education, culture, and consciousness. And then it was abandoned, but no longer. Now it is being rebuilt as a platform for anyone ready to help train and awaken Africans, whether online or in person. Sankara's spirit lives on, in every speech, in every reform, in every act of resistance. Traoré channels his revolutionary energy. This is not nostalgia. This is legacy becoming reality. We are not just remembering the past, we are continuing it. Across Africa, the drums are beating again. From Accra to Ouagadougou, from Nairobi to the Bronx. The call is clear. Wake up, African. You are not neutral. You are not powerless. You are the revolution Captain Ibrahim Traoré has lit the fire. Now it's up to us, the youth, the thinkers, the builders, the artists, to keep it burning. If you believe in this message, like, share, and subscribe to make Africa great. Let's build the future our ancestors dreamed of, together.
C'est par là que les jeunes Africains se retrouvent à prendre l'eau, à mourir par milliers dans l'océan pour essayer de rejoindre l'Eldorado, si on peut le dire. Mais il faut qu'on arrive à le créer ici, et c'est possible. Nous nous sommes lancés dans cette révolution, et je pense qu'aujourd'hui, pour l'Afrique, c'est le seul chemin qui puisse permettre de pouvoir se développer. Passé cela, je ne vois pas autre méthode qui puisse résister aux manœuvres de l'impérialisme et de ses valets locaux sur place. Vous ne pourrez pas avancer, ils mettront toujours des bâtons dans vos roues à travers les textes que les impérialistes eux-mêmes ont avancés, les ont amenés à développer, à travers les organismes, les institutions que les impérialistes les ont aidés à mettre en place dans nos États. Il faut pouvoir casser tout ça pour que l'Afrique puisse ressurgir, s'unir et avancer. Les guerres nous ont trop déchirés. Parler des guerres, essayer de toucher leur cœur. Nous sommes en guerre au Burkina, nous connaissons d'où ça vient, nous nous battons. Mais quand nous regardons l'histoire de certains pays, ça nous déchire encore plus le cœur. Le Soudan, le Congo, bref, il y en a assez, où des gens meurent par milliers, de frères se déchirent à longueur de journée. Ici, ce sont des individus manipulés par l'impérialisme qui sont assis de l'autre côté, qui les envoient un peu d'argent, du carburant, des armes, des munitions, et ils tuent leurs frères. Ils gambadent à travers les campagnes, tués, sans même savoir pourquoi ils le font. Mais tout ça, c'est parce que les cerveaux sont encore éteints. Il faut que vous puissiez rallumer les cerveaux de beaucoup d'Africains pour qu'on puisse se réveiller. Et c'est sérieux. Et c'est à travers la communication que vous faites. Vous le faites déjà très bien. Et moi, je vous encourage à pouvoir continuer ces rencontres. Nous avons créé l'Institut des peuples noirs. Nous sommes en train donc d'opérationnaliser et j'espère que tout un chacun participera en présentiel ou en visioconférence à continuer à éduquer notre jeunesse pour qu'elle prenne ses responsabilités, pour qu'elle comprenne le monde et que l'Afrique puisse se réveiller enfin et qu'on puisse s'unir et vivre dignement et librement. Et comme je l'ai dit encore, un révolutionnaire, il aime tous les peuples. Ce sont les politiques qui font souvent qu'on peut confondre les peuples. Mais les politiques ne doivent pas diviser les peuples. Et donc travaillons, peu importe la position où nous sommes, à unir les peuples et non à les diviser. Mais il faut que nous amenions d'une manière ou d'une autre les politiques à changer leur approche en Afrique. Et là aussi, nous allons continuer à parler, quitte à ce que ce ne soit pas diplomatique, mais nous allons le faire. Enfin, je vous remercie beaucoup. Nous pourrons passer toute l'année à parler, nous n'allons pas finir, mais il y a tellement de sujets, tellement de champs à labourer qu'il faut commencer, et il faut bien commencer par une partie. Donc je vous encourage à commencer maintenant le labour, et s'il plaît à Dieu, je suis persuadé que nous allons réussir à changer les choses en Afrique et que l'Union africaine soit une réalité. Bon courage à tous. Je prie Dieu que vous retournez tous sains et saufs dans vos pays respectifs, dans vos foyers respectifs. Que Dieu vous bénisse, qu'il vous protège et que nous nous retrouvions encore pour la prochaine cérémonie et à d'autres occasions pour continuer à réveiller le continent, à nous unir et à nous rapprocher. Merci beaucoup à tous. Que Dieu vous protège. La patrie ou la mort.